Hello, my friends. Chef Blondie here. Today I've got a special treat for you. We're going to be making coq au vin. We've done Julia Child's coq au vin several times, even in the RV. But you know what? I wanted to try something different today. So I'm going to use Ina Garten's recipe for coq au vin, the Barefoot Contessa. And I'm really looking forward to this. And I think you're going to love it. So let's get started, my friends, and happy cooking. Okay, my friends, let's go ahead and get this coq au vin started. Coq au vin is chicken with a red wine sauce. But first of all, we're going to need to put a tablespoon or two into your pan. And then we're going to be cooking approximately 4 ounces of diced up smoky bacon or pancetta. And we're probably going to cook this, I would say, 8 to 10 minutes till it's almost done. Coq au vin is such a wonderful dish, and I've always enjoyed Julia's. So, like I said, I'm really anxious to try this one. And this is truly Serendipity Farmhouse Test Kitchen recipe. And the bacon smells good already. Like I said, we'll cook this until it's done, about 8 to 10 minutes. Then we'll remove it, and then we're going to start, we're going to add our chicken. Okay, what I've got here is 2 chicken thighs, 2 legs, and a breast that I've cut in half. And so what you want to do is make sure you pat it dry with paper towels, and then we're going to liberally salt and pepper it. So on both sides. So let's get the salt on this side. And let's get our pepper. You make sure you wash your hands after you touch that chicken. Whew. Bacon is just about done. So we're going to get this out in a second. And then we're going to start our chicken. Yeah, okay, let me get a spoon to get that out. And you want to leave all your bacon dripping in there because you're going to brown the chicken pieces on that. I think that does it. I think I'm going to add probably just a little bit more olive oil. So it's kind of didn't have a lot of stuff there. Okay, I have that turned up. And you probably want to cook your chicken, 5 minutes or so. You want it nice and brown. You don't want to crowd it. And of course, I've got 1 leg. Let me see if I can get it in without overcrowding. Because I'm only using 6 pieces. And the Barefoot Contessa, she's got, I think, 8 to 10 pieces. And if you have that many, you want to definitely do it in small batches. But I think we've got it covered here. Some of the other recipes I've used with Julia, and even looking at Jock's, they don't have the skin on, but Ina does, and I really think the skin gives you a little bit more flavor. So we'll see. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, and so we're going to turn it over and get the other side going for about 5 minutes. Okay. Oh yeah, looking good. I mean, this dish has got carrots and onions and mushrooms and red wine. Ina uses Burgundy or Pinot Noir. So we have a Pinot Noir we're going to be using. And it's got the little, like I said, the pearl onions and mushrooms. It's just going to be delightful. And then we're going to serve it with some of Fuzzy's homemade sourdough bread. I mean, you know, Ina serves hers with garlic mashed potatoes, and that sounds yummy too. All right, so let's let this go for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes, so now we're going to take our chicken out, put it in with the bacon here. And now we're going to add our onion and our carrot. Well, it's about 2 carrots, and you know, roughly chopped. She calls for half a pound, but we're not great carrot people, so 2 is fine. And then 1 whole onion, just kind of sliced. We're going to cook these for about 10 to 12 minutes. You also want to add some salt and pepper to the carrots and the onion. And Ina calls for 2 teaspoons of salt, but man, I think that's a lot, so I've cut it down to just 1. But you know, it's your taste. And you never have enough pepper. The carrots and the onion have been cooking for approximately 10 to 12 minutes. Now we're going to add, it's about 1 teaspoon of fresh chopped up garlic. I'm going to cook this for 1 minute. And you want to have your oven preheated at 250 because we're going to put this all in the oven for 40-45 minutes or so. And our next step is we're going to add our cognac or our brandy. And with Julia, she has you ignite the cognac, but you know, Ina doesn't in this recipe. So considering this is an old farmhouse, I don't think I want to ignite it. I don't want my smoke detector going off. Okay, so now we're going to add our cognac or our brandy. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Get all of those bits off the bottom here. And we'll let this cook for just a few minutes, just to burn off the alcohol. And then our next step is we're going to add the chicken and the bacon to this. All right, so now we're going to add our chicken back in here. And we're going to add all of our bacon and all the juices from the bowl. Go back in there. This really is starting to smell good. And now we're going to add, Ina calls for a half a bottle of Burgundy, or in this case, we're using Pinot Noir. She recommends that too. And, you know, make sure so it's a good bottle, something that you would drink. A little bit more, and we got it covered. All right. And then you're going to add approximately a cup of chicken stock. And also, we're going to add, you know, a bunch of thyme. Okay, there we go. All right, it's all bubbly, so let's get this coq au vin in the oven. All right, we're going to make a paste of a tablespoon of butter softened and a tablespoon and a half of flour. And we're going to mix this all together to make kind of like a paste. And then when we take out the coq au vin from the oven, we're going to add this to it to kind of thicken it up. All right, one of the next step we're going to do is we need to saute approximately 8 ounces, half pound of sliced mushrooms. And, you know, Ina uses the cremini mushrooms, but I use what's on hand, which is the button mushrooms, and that's what Jacques always loves. And that's what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. You want to add the mushrooms last, because you certainly don't want mushy mushrooms. and you know, the longer they cook, they're just going to disintegrate. So you just you know, cook them last in the pan and then add them. And with your mushrooms, you need to rinse them off, but you want to rinse them right before you're ready to use them. Okay, we just took our coq au vin out of the oven, so let's see what we have here. Boy, that lid is hot, and it is a bubbly thing here. Woo. Okay, I'm going to have to get that sprig of thyme out of there. So let me grab a fork here and see if I can do it. And then after we get that thyme out of there, we're going to add our butter and our flour to thicken this up. Oh, that smells so good. Okay, so let's put the butter and the flour in there. Yeah. Oh, here it goes. Oh, Ina Garten, she uses the frozen pearl onions. Do you know what? I couldn't find frozen pearl onions. So my sous chef, Fuzzy over here, we had to buy the regular pearl onions, and then we had to you parboil them 30 seconds. Then you can get the skins off easily after you put them in an ice water bath. So this is what we have, and we're going to add this. And then our last bit, we're going to add our mushrooms. And then we're going to probably cover this and let this cook, you know, about 10 minutes to get these onions cooked up. We're going to add the mushrooms, and let's hope we don't overflow. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh my gosh, it's just so good looking. Okay, my friends, I am so looking forward to tasting this cocoa bean by Ina Garten. It smells and looks absolutely delicious. The chicken is perfectly done. The aroma is just, I can't even describe it. So I'm gonna first try a little piece of the chicken. The flavor is incredible. I mean, I love Julia's recipe, but I hate to say this, Julia, but Ina's got you beat. I gotta taste this broth. And of course, you know, hubby made some sourdough bread, so I've got some slices there. Again, this is incredible. And if you like French cuisine and cocoa bean, you've got to try this because I know you're gonna love it as I do. Happy cooking. The flavor is incredible. I mean, I love Julia's recipe, but I hate to say this, Julia, but Ina's got you beat.